Ủa, sao rồi? Ôi cháy! Xong! Ủa! Sập nhà rồi!
Super Typhoon Yagi, a massive storm that battered Southeast Asia, made landfall on Vietnam's northeastern coast on Saturday, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. The typhoon unleashed its fury across industrial zones and residential neighborhoods, bringing relentless rains that triggered severe flooding and landslides. Prior to hitting Vietnam, Typhoon Yagi had already caused destruction in the Philippines and China's southern Hainan province, adding to the region's woes. As typhoons swept across Vietnam, thousands of residents found themselves stranded on rooftops in the northern provinces, where floodwaters rose rapidly. Typhoon Yagi, now recognized as Vietnam's most powerful storm in 3 decades, has affected millions, cutting off electricity for 1.5 million people and leaving widespread destruction in its path. The storm's destruction became vividly apparent in a dramatic scene captured by dashcam footage on Monday. In Phu Tho Province, the Phong Chau Bridge, overwhelmed by the floodwaters, collapsed, sending several vehicles plunging into the river below. By late Tuesday, the Red River's water level in Hanoi had been rising at an alarming rate of 10 centimeters per hour, adding to fears of further flooding in the nation's capital.
Nước đang vào. Hình như nó lại
In a controversial turn of events, while Vietnamese authorities have attributed some of the flooding to the natural aftermath of Typhoon Yagi, local residents in Vietnam have raised concerns over the release of floodwaters from Chinese reservoirs. Some believe that the opening of Chinese floodgates along the border exacerbated the situation, contributing to the already catastrophic flooding in northern Vietnam. Meanwhile, southern China has also been hit hard by the remnants of Typhoon Yagi. Guangxi province has experienced relentless heavy rains for several consecutive days, causing water levels in many rivers to exceed the warning line. Urban areas and towns in Chongsua City were inundated by sudden floodwaters, trapping residents and threatening livelihoods.
một lúc nữa thôi thì ngập đầu. Không có dấu hiệu của nước rút đâu.
Không rút tí nào luôn, chỉ có lên này.
Em thấy nó lên kinh lắm. Mẹ cái xe.
Có đi ra ngoài kia không?
Không.
Nè.
Anh đánh xe đi à?
Ra ngoài để xem ngập.
The heavy rainfall, fueled by the storm's residual cloud system, brought widespread flooding, particularly along the Zhejiang River in Guangxi. Although Typhoon Yagi has since weakened into a tropical depression, its lingering effects continue to threaten communities. Authorities have issued warnings that the storm will continue to wreak havoc as it moves westward, with expectations of further flooding and landslides. The typhoon, which initially brought strong winds, has damaged vital infrastructure, including bridges, while tearing off roofs, disabling factories, and leaving vast stretches of farmland and urban centers underwater. The destruction is severe, and its full extent is still being assessed. The Vietnamese government, scrambling to respond, has issued flood and landslide warnings across 401 communes in 18 northern provinces. In Thanh Nguyen andIen Bai provinces, one-story homes have been submerged entirely, with many residents forced to retreat to their rooftops to avoid the rising waters. Emergency response teams are working tirelessly to rescue those trapped, but the situation remains dire, with entire villages cut off from aid. In response to the disaster, more than 4,600 soldiers have been deployed in the worst-hit regions to assist with evacuation efforts and provide aid to flood victims. Military personnel are working alongside local emergency services to rescue stranded residents, distribute supplies, and clear debris from blocked roads. As of now, the government has not released official estimates of the economic cost of the damage, but preliminary reports suggest it will be substantial. Many residents in the coastal cities, where the typhoon first made landfall in Vietnam, report losing their homes, businesses, and personal belongings to the storm. Entire communities in these regions have been left devastated, with countless families now homeless. This storm is seen as a harbinger of what could become a more frequent and destructive phenomenon in the future, particularly in vulnerable regions like Southeast Asia, where communities are often ill-prepared for such disasters.